Alright, listen up. Are you still crawling through T5 solo dungeons like it's 2019, spending 20 minutes clearing a map for fame that barely moves your spec bar? Let's be real, that's painfully slow. You see these guys running around in max spec, swimming in silver, and you're wondering how they got there without selling their soul to a ZVZ guild. Well, the truth is, the real solo fame isn't hiding in those safe little instances anymore. It's out there, waiting for you to grab it, if you know how. I'm talking about Black Zone open world mob farming. Yeah, I know, but the gankers. We'll get to that. But the sheer density and fame value of mobs in T6, T7, and especially T8 Black Zones absolutely dwarfs anything else you can do safely right now. We're talking pulling multiple packs, melting them down with the right build, and watching those fame build up. This is how you power level weapon specs and rack up combat fame credits efficiently in 2025. Look, if this is already sounding like the kind of efficiency you need in your Albion life, do me a solid and hit that subscribe button. I break down Albion's grinds so you don't have to bang your head against the wall. It's free and it helps me keep bringing you this stuff. Alright, let's get into the gear. Okay, the weapon of choice for this is the Great Axe. It's a two-handed weapon, meaning no offhand, but it packs incredible AoE clear and decent sustain potential. For your abilities, Q, we're taking Rending Spin, the second Q. This groups mobs up nicely and applies a bleed, softening them up. Don't sleep on the grouping aspect, it's key for maximizing your E damage. W, Adrenaline Boost, the second W. This is your steroid. More attack speed, more move speed, helps you chew through packs faster and reposition. Crucial for maximizing clear speed and even helps when kiting or escaping. E, the star of the show, Whirlwind. Massive AoE damage that hits everything around you while you channel it. This is your main clearing tool. Passives, Life Leech, the second passive. Since we don't have an offhand for sustain, this passive becomes even more important. Every auto attacks, you'll heal yourself, which is vital when tanking multiple mobs. Now, for the rest of the gear. Helmet, Stalker Hood. That Mortal Agony ability is a huge AoE damage boost. Pop this right before your whirlwind on a dense pack or a tougher mob to amplify your burst. Chest, Stalker Jacket. Electric Field is just perfect for this. More AoE damage while you're spinning. Yes, please. It melts packs incredibly fast when combined with Whirlwind. Boots, Soldier Boots for Rejuvenating Sprint. This is your panic button, your escape, your nope I'm outta here card. Essential for surviving in the Black Zone. Don't leave home without it. Cape, Thetford Cape. More AoE damage via the Chain Lightning proc. It triggers frequently with Whirlwind and Rending Spin hitting multiple targets, adding significant damage over time. Food, Beef Stew, straight damage increase. More damage equal faster clear equal more fame per hour. If you find yourself struggling with energy, you could consider a clam soup, but stew is generally better for speed. Potions, Major Healing Potions, Tier 6. Don't cheap out here. These will save your life when your Life Leech passive isn't enough. Consider carrying some major energy potions too, especially when you're starting out, as Whirlwind can be energy intensive. Important note on IP. You need decent item power IP for this. Aim for at least 900 IP, preferably closer to 1000 plus, which usually means Tier 6 equivalent gear, 6.1, 5.2, flat 7 or better. The higher the tier of the zone you farm, the higher IP you'll want. Where do you actually do this? Black Zones. Tier 6 zones are a good starting point, but T7 and T8 offer significantly more fame and better loot potential, though mobs hit harder and gankers might be more prevalent. Look for zones connected to the portal cities you frequent, or near a hideout if you have access. The key is finding areas with high mob density away from major roads or static dungeon entrances, where gank squads often roam. Look for pockets of mobs or areas around landmarks. Sometimes the areas around the outside of static dungeons can be quite dense. Scout around, find a loop or a patch you like, and learn the terrain. Alright, here's the flow. Identify your pull. Look for 2-3 packs you can reasonably group up. Don't overpull initially, especially in higher tiers. Group them up, ride in, maybe auto-attack a mob from the furthest pack, then use Rending Spin, Q. as they converge to pull them tightly together and apply the bleed. Positioning. Make sure you're positioned so your whirlwind hits as many mobs as possible. The combo, Pop Stalker Hood Mortal Agony, at the center of the pack activates Stalker Jacket Electric Field. Immediately use Whirlwind E. Your Thetford Cape should proc somewhere in here too. Clean up, use Adrenaline Boost W for the attack speed boost and weave in auto attacks to proc your Life Leech passive. Use Rending Spin Q again as soon as it's off cooldown for more AoE and bleed. Manage your energy, don't spam abilities needlessly if you're running low. Sustain, your Life Leech passive and food buff are your primary sustain. Use a healing potion if you drop low, don't be afraid to use them proactively if you see big damage coming. Pop an energy potion if needed. Loot quickly and repeat. Grab the silver drops, check for valuable drops, but don't linger. Mount up and move to the next pull. Efficiency is key. Crucially, eyes open. Always be watching your screen edges for red nameplates. Check the minimap frequently for player counts. Listen for ability sounds that aren't yours. If you see red, mount up quickly, or if you can't, pop Rejuvenating Sprint on your soldier boots and run. Don't try to fight unless you're absolutely confident and willing to lose your gear. Zigzag, use terrain, break line of sight. Get to a safe spot and mount up. Let's be blunt, you will die sometimes doing this in the black zone. It's part of the game. You'll lose your gear set. That's why you use a cost-effective set you can afford to replace multiple times over. The fame per hour you gain here, even accounting for occasional deaths and re-gearing, massively outweighs safer methods if your goal is pure speed. If the risk is too much for you right now, you can do open-world farming in yellow zones, zero risk, but much lower fame, or stick to solo dungeons, safer but slower fame. Roads of Avalon can also offer high fame, but navigating them and dealing with the unique threats, there is a different beast entirely. For raw, accessible solo fame speed, though, this black zone method is king. Why is this so effective right now? Mob density and quality in many open-world zones remains high, and the fame values, especially in T7, T8, are tuned for risk. While group dungeons offer more fame overall, finding consistent safe groups isn't always feasible. Solo dungeons have fallen behind in pure fame hour compared to efficient open-world clearing. This method hits the sweet spot for dedicated solo players focused purely on combat fame. So there you have it, the Great Axe open-world black zone farm. It's fast, it's effective, but it demands awareness. Start in T6, get comfortable, then push into higher tiers as your IP and confidence grow. Don't get greedy, always have an escape plan and accept that death is a possibility. The fame gains are worth it. What's your favorite solo fame farm method? Let me know down in the comments. If this guide helped you out, drop a like and make sure you're subscribed for more Albion Online guides and breakdowns. Stay safe out there, or don't, the choice is yours. Catch you in the next one.